Let's do it. Let's talk about episode 2, season 2 of The Last of Us. Heavy spoilers coming in 3, 2, 1. So here we are. This is, if you played the game, you knew that something like this was coming. There was rumors that it would be Tommy. It turns out not to be Tommy. It is, in fact, Joel. And I don't know if I loved it. Now, the changes were slight, except I really, really wish we had had more time with Abby before we got to this. There's a lot in this episode that I like. First and foremost, the Malinois, I believe those were Malinois that were leaping on the infected, were super dope. There's a lot happening here. Probably reminds you a lot about Game of Thrones with the zombie horde, but the whole thing that's happening with the cordyceps talking and moving the horde is absolutely terrifying, and I hope to see more of that as we get into the season. However, like I said, I just wanted more of Abby, so you felt that more. And one of the things that I thought, I know that Last of Us 2 is really divisive. People either love it or they absolutely hate it. But one of the things that worked for me was the shock value of that, not really knowing it's coming. Sort of feeling that it's coming because Abby has already told you, like kind of spoon fed all of us that this is going to happen, really, I think takes some of the oomph out of that, in the same way that if we go back and compare it to The Walking Dead with Glenn, that if you had not read the books, you didn't really see that coming, and it was a huge cliffhanger surprise. Not that this needed to be a cliffhanger, not that this needed to be the end of the season. I just wish we could have gone one more episode. Just let Abby kind of do some monologuing, talk to the characters, get into Jack. I don't know, like have some sort of connective tissue, and then we can be up in the mountains, and then we can have the heel turn. We can all do all of that stuff. I just don't know that I loved that part of last night, even though you need it to kind of go forward in this season. What did you think about this?